for Alpine Sporting Club. Looks as if it's just over par. It's not going to be easy with that kind of bowling lineup that we have seen that C.A.T has. And especially incredible performances by a few of the batters. Shubham Sharma scoring over 70 runs. Ankur Malik scoring quick fire, 41 of just 20 deliveries. And Roshan as well. And the opener scoring 34 of 33. It's going to be a very interesting run chase. It depends how Alpine Sporting Club, they're going to play the first 6 overs. I think that's the advantage that they are going to have in the power play. They'll be having better conditions to bat as compared to C.A.T. And looking at this visual, it looks as if it's a spinner who is going to start.
Yes, the captain, Ritik. Leong Lepcha, the right arm option. They've got 2 very good left arm spinners as well. So 12 overs of quality spin assured for C.A.T, as you mentioned, and with 170 on the board, they would love to get a win here. And he's starting with a slip too. Was very sure of the field and straight away took the ball. So a lot of spin bowling in T20 cricket is about attitude. And with fast bowling, you can some way get away with the first couple of overs if it's moving around. But as a spinner, if you're sheepish and you're looking to just shy away from a contest, they'll hit you. Arun Chetri to take first strike.
There you go, that's the captain, Leong Lepcha. Fuller delivery. And played through the fielder, played towards the fielder. Great work. Saved some runs there. Again, he's tossing up the ball. He's inviting the batter to play it over him, over that ring field. One slip in position. So doubt will always be there. This one goes the other way. He places it towards the fielder there on the off.
Yeah, those 2 deliveries have gone to Akshay and Shubham, the other 2 left-arm spinners in that spin trio. It tells you both of them are gun fielders as well. Handling really top stuff there once again. This looked like the one-finger delivery, Ritik, not the normal off-break.
Probably slightly slower as well in terms of pace, and that's why you can see that kind of turn as well. He was early on that sweep shot.
And a little bit of curve as well because of the seam position. Back to normal off break.
One good thing we have seen is how quickly he has completed the 4 deliveries. He hasn't given time to Arun to think twice what are the options.
Well, the option is to sweep, but for that he has to pick something that is leg stumpish. It's fairly defensive too. This one he could have perhaps made room and gone through the offside for a run at least. Sometimes it's okay as a left-hander. You get an off-spinner straight away with the new ball. You don't want to do something stupid and get out when you're trying to chase 170. It's not 220 either.
Tries to go aerial. Is there a fielder? There is, and he'll complete the catch. What a way to start the innings from the captain Leong Lepcha. Made in over plus a wicket.
Yes, Ritik, option was to sweep, but to the wrong length and the wrong line there from Arun. It's the pressure. And then doing something stupid, as we mentioned. Wicket maiden for C.A.T. Oh, Arun, it's okay to play the maiden over. Absolutely okay to play the maiden over here. Your first hit of the tournament. You can afford 6 dot balls. He'll learn. Gone for a duck. It's just the pressure of modern day cricket, Ritik. Could have easily played that ball as he played the last 5 once, not so convincingly, and survived.
As rightly mentioned, I think the tempo has gone so up. As a batter, if you have played 3 deliveries, you're always thinking where I'm getting my boundary now. Not even a single. You just want to get off the mark in the form of a boundary.
And these are the things you only inculcate when you play longer format. When you play 4-day, 5-day, 3-day, whatever you can. Just certain minute skill things in terms of batting, bowling and fielding you can only learn by playing it over a longer period of time. Nilesh Laminchane will face Shubham Sharma. This is as tough as it gets, Ritik. Lepcha bowled a wicket maiden. Shubham Sharma might just replicate that or even do better. Ball back to the bowler, gone. Wicket of the first ball. They're none for two.
Slightly fuller, and that tentativeness you can see. Nilesh playing with hard hands, was not able to keep it down. Has hit it straight back. Shubham first scoring runs with the bat and has now taken a wicket on the very first ball of his spell. It's none for two. Let's have a look once more. Fuller, and you can see how hard his grip was just looking to tap the ball, and he has hit it straight back to the bowler. Easiest of the chances.
Yes, and half a stride as well. Went nowhere with it. And that can happen to you. Well, we saw C.A.T packing their top order with 4 right-handers. It only makes sense with a right arm and a left arm spinner bowling that you do have a left-hander up top.
I think now it's the captain. Ashish Thapa, right-hand batter who has walked in. And they're in a very difficult position if we talk about Alpine Sporting Club. 0 for 2. And we have just seen 7 deliveries. A lot of pressure. Again, almost leading edge there. Went towards the fielder, and those will be the first runs as well.
Should have been stopped. It's the captain as well. You don't want to be too critical of the skipper. He just bowled a wicket maiden. Yes. Shubham wanted the new batter on strike as well. Just went on with the arm, that ball, Ritik. Didn't even spin much. But as you mentioned, just how hard he poked at it. It carried to the bowler. More than carried. It was going almost past him with some force. Anvesh gets a really full ball. You saw that in the first innings as well. The batter is still looking to hit this ball past mid-off rather than just open up the offside with it.
Almost got a wicket on that delivery. Too good to take a delivery. Completely squared the batter up. It was early on that short ball, spun just enough to beat him.
Just get a feeling he lowered his release point for this one, Ritik. Just enough to get the angle. And just the perfect ball, too good, as you said. Just to make sure the length is perfect as well. And once it's a touch shorter, it's the arm ball. Good run.
A specific plan for every length. His bowling full, he has a different sort of a delivery. His bowling shot, definitely that's coming in. And as a batter, you're always second guessing what's the delivery coming in, and that makes the execution very difficult.
And you got to do something which really irritates him, which is to use your feet. If you stand there, he has a very static target to aim at behind you too. 2 for 2 after 2. Most of the times in this format, you do something what the opposition must hate, which is now to introduce your third spinner. And that to a left arm spinner, because now two right-handers are trying to find their feet. Arun, who was the left-hander, was removed by the captain Lepcha, and he's taken a break. He's allowed Akshay Sain to get his first over. Slip in position as well. They've got a long off. We're down inside the circle. Pretty stock standard field.
He's almost kept straight. It's good to see the kind of options they have. They're so flexible with this kind of bowling. They can make any change depending on who is the batter. And they've removed the slip now.
It's just that first ball, and what Akshay is trying to do is to bowl quicker into the surface. That's good. That's really good from Anvesh. I know he's played a dot ball here, but dare I say, for the first time, we saw movement from the batter. Wanted to hit it a mile.
Plays it on the offside. Call is for a single, not properly collected. Almost a chance there could have been had he collected the ball in time.
Yeah, it was a run out begging to happen. Got a great bounce as well. How the ball got to him. Just had to lob it back to the bowler or even the keeper. Keeper was perhaps closer. Oh, gone through that fielder inside the circle. Should be cut off by the square leg fielder, who puts in the dive, ensures that there is two for the taking.
It's slightly shorter in terms of length, and Ashish was ready to just place it on the onside. Not enough timing as well. And I think because there was a fielder inside the ring, he just took the pace off from that shot. This time it's aerial. Was even shorter and got enough time to play it in the gap. And that will be the first boundary of the innings.
Yeah, slightly one-dimensional so far, Akshay, when compared to Shubham and Leong. Only trying to drag the ball towards the leg stump of these two right-handers. On a surface that is turning, you got to have the other one too, the stock ball.
Again, that similar shot, cut, copy, paste of the previous delivery will again be the similar result. Back-to-back boundaries to finish this over.
Yeah, this was a much better pull shot though. Just in terms of the bat speed and the power he generated. 13 for 2. Shubham continues.
Goes with that sweep shot again. There should be a fielder and he has dropped it. And it has gone for a boundary as well. Specifically bowled this delivery for that fielder to play this shot. Went straight into the hands, a lifeline for Anvesh.
Ritik, I could be wrong, but he was the one I think who messed up that run out chance as well. When he was inside the circle, now he's been sent back onto the boundary. Saw that yesterday as well. Too many regulation chances being dropped. That's not a good sign at all. Could just be another opportunity. He's coming a long, long way. And that's been grasped too. Well, this wasn't regulation at least. He had to do a lot of work to get there, but having gotten there, having sliding into that, Ritik just dropped it once it hit his hands.
It's a comparatively difficult chance, but again, this will also go down as a dropped opportunity. Let's have a look once more. High in the air, fielder running towards. Yes, he reached there in time. Probably was not able to maintain the balance of his body. quicker one. Again, an arm ball played with soft hands. Mid-on fielder with the throw. If it was a direct hit, again, would have been a close call. Full stretch drive as well from Anvesh.
Yes, that second drop was Bhim Luitel. It was a right arm medium option. That's why you could see him sprinting so well while he trying to take that catch. But, well, gotta forget about that now. Connection on that one is a lot sweeter. All the way for 6.
And Ashish has taken on the spinners. Even in the previous over, he got 2 boundaries, and now that's the intent, that's the approach he wants to play with. He wants to attack the batter, and I think that's the right way. When you're playing against Shubham, you don't want to just allow him to settle on the crease.
Yes, we spoke about this in Shubham's first over, that you got to be able to be a little more adventurous. Don't throw your head. Yeah, so you can hang back and then place this one through the onside. Clean pick up and throw, run out. Run out indeed. He messed up a run out in the previous over, not this time. Oh, like a cheetah. Just getting into that throw perfectly into the hands of the wicketkeeper. Done and dusted. Just when a little partnership was building, just when Anvesh was flaunting his shots, he's back in the hut.
And this is even more important wicket, as you can see. Slightly hesitant while going for the second one. Quick throw, one bounce to the keeper. It was not even in the frame. And it's Ashish, more importantly, the captain, who was scoring runs at a good pace. Walks back after scoring 18 of 7. Alpine Sporting Club, they are 27 for 3.
Yeah, Roshan Prasad with the effort there. Exceptional.
Amit Rajera is the new batter at number 5. Again, a right-hander has walked in, so probably we'll still going to see a left-hand bowler coming in from the other side as well. A very eventful over this has turned out to be. A boundary, a maximum, plus a wicket in the form of run out. Places it on the offside. There is a fielder available. Turns out to be a dot. And that's the end of the 4th over. 27 for 3, Alpine Sporting Club. One good thing you'll see in that scorecard is the amount of extras that they're given. It's 0. First 4 overs, no runs in the form of extras. Tight bowling, yes, there were few opportunities that were gone down, but nicely compensated in the previous over with that run out, getting the main wicket off the skipper. Ashish Thapa, who was looking very attacking in his gameplay, was 18 of 7. In trying to convert a single into double, lost his wicket. And now this change in the bowling, and for the first time we're seeing a quick bowler coming in. Bijay Prasad, right arm medium, to bowl the 5th over. Starts off with a wide delivery.
As you mentioned, there were no extras. I was just about to come in saying round about now. And I've got nothing against Bijay Prasad. I just get a feeling he's a little stiff. Saw him before the innings started when he was going through his warm-ups in the catch attempt, which he got there and dropped it. Just believe, Ritik, he's slightly stiff, and that can happen at the start of the tournament. When you're a fast bowler, you're trying to go through your routine, and your body hasn't opened up entirely. I could be wrong here, and I hope I am. Better ball, much better ball. And some pace from Vijay Prasad indeed.
And just in the meantime, if you look at the run rate as well, current run rate 6.7, required run rate has almost reached to 9. With almost 16 overs of cricket remaining, that's not an easy required run rate that you can maintain with only 7 wickets in hand. And we have seen the kind of control they have. Lepcha has still bowled only 1 over. So there are 3 overs of him remaining, and he was pinpoint accurate in that first over he bowled. 2 overs of Shubham also left.
Line call from the umpire. They've been consistent with that. Barring one call yesterday, umpiring has been top-notch in terms of how decisive they've been. Even the decisions that are being referred upstairs, how quickly they make a decision.
Play towards third man. Will be a singer, and yes, umpiring standards, as we were discussing earlier as well, is there with Harshit. They've been probably the best you'll see, whether we talk about stumpings, run-outs, or even the LBW calls that we have seen. Each and every aspect has been taken care of, especially the pitching. So it's really good for the quality of cricket we are going to witness here in this tournament.
Ritik, another indication if Vijay Prasad is trying to be protective of his back would be if he attempts a short ball at all in this over or in this spell. Because that's the delivery that's going to really test out if you've got an absolutely 100% fit back or not. In terms of his strides, in terms of his movement outside his bowling run up and release, that is. It could be a fast bowler recovering from injury as well. It could be that. But so far the pace hasn't looked slow either. He's quick.
And that's in the air. There are 3 fielders converging. One of them has taken the call, and with that reverse cup technique, he has completed the catch. From 31 for 3, they are 31 for 4 now. And wickets are falling like deck of cards. I think he's slightly injured himself.
Yeah, slightly, but high quality catching. Really well done. Just a hint of movement. And in trying to pick it up on the onside, leading top edge. Reverse cup, all right, but taken very low in terms of reverse cup, Ritik. Maybe that's why he was unable to get it right in between the catching form. Anvesh gone for 10. Oh, in fact, he's off. First game of the tournament. They won't be taking any chances either. And with the opposition on the mat already. Yeah, relied on almost getting down on his knees before he took that. Just to perhaps get his head into a better position because of the angle of how the ball was getting to him. Siddharth Prasad. Another right-hander. So it's just Arun with the left-handed option, and since then now very much into their middle order.
Clips it on the onside, and quickly you can see the non-striker Amit says no for that run. Would have been a very risky single as there's a fielder available, but the condition is getting worse for Alpine Sporting Club. Last ball remaining in this over, Vijay Prasad After those first delivery, I think he's gotten understanding what will work on the surface. He's gotten more disciplined. As you rightly mentioned, he's bowling at a brilliant pace and is making things difficult for the batters. Stops there, plays with soft hands, targeting the stumps. That's the end of the fifth over. It's 31 for 4 for Alpine Sporting Club.
फंस के आ रहा है, फंस के आ रहा है, यहाँ पे फंस के आ रहा है, शाबाश भाई सामने जा रहे हो आप बॉयज नहीं मेरे को मोती नहीं करनी है अक्षय अपना ही बॉल डाला है वही हो जाएगा वो बता दियो क्या वो बता दे एक किया और
Akshay Sain went for 11 runs in his first over. Now he'll have a change of ends. For the last over of the power play, he'll be bowling from the far end. Hrithik, I don't think end was the issue though in that first over. Although that is the end from which Sherawat bowled yesterday and preferred bowling from. Shubham bowled from the same end too. So let's see if Akshay is able to get more out of that surface. Amit on strike.
Tosses the ball up, and that has gone in the gap, and there's no one to protect. A high quality cricketing shot to start this over, and this is probably the first time he has bowled fuller as well. He has bowled little slow in the air, Akshay Sen, and will get hit for a boundary there. Amit with that shot.
Yeah, still I believe just the trajectory with which Akshay is letting the ball go. He's not giving himself a chance to spin the ball here. Bolt. Lovely piece of delivery. And that can happen to you, Hrithik, when you're just training again and again to bowl in this format inside the power play and you're looking to bowl quick. You just tend to lose your bowling form. I believe Harshit will be in a much better position to explain that. I can tell you the equivalent to a pacer. It's almost if you're an outswing bowler and you then go on to develop some form of in-swing and you keep doing that for a while, suddenly you start losing your outswing as well. And you got to go back and do it enough number of times, do enough repetitions to then find the same amount of zip.
Again, just defends it with soft hands. And after that boundary, he has really made some changes. He has stretched his length back a little bit. He's gotten enough turn. He has bowled comparatively slower. If we see his first over and now this one. Last ball of the power play. Again, just defends it. This one was coming in. And after that boundary, no runs in this over. So after 6, it's 35 for 4.
यहाँ से वहाँ चला जा तू पॉइंट पे आ जा हाँ फिर अब तो सर्कल खुल गया ठीक पकड़ के रखो बस
First wicket in the very first over itself. Captain almost opened a can of worms and Shubham then obliged to that. A couple of shots from Anvesh, Ashish in fact, before he fell as well. Was the run out, unfortunate one. Terrific effort from that fielder. As a result, they've lost 4. Vijay's first wicket. He's back for his second over. He's getting a couple of overs on the trot. That tells you he's absolutely bowling fit.
They need to have a partnership here. Even if they want to get close to that target, they need to have a partnership of at least 50 runs because they've lost too many wickets. And more importantly, if you see the run rate as well, that's gone over 9.5. It's almost touching 10. So just to stay alive in this tournament, in this match specifically, if we say, they need to have a good partnership here. Outside off, plays it towards that deep backward point. Single will be taken.
And just to build on the previous point of bowlers trying out different things with their actions and then returning to their stock ball. Of course, you keep training your bowling muscles, your particular bowling muscles, differently for different kind of deliveries that is. So that really helps out for you to stay in that zone. And also mentally, Ritik, you tend to visualize the ball moving in a certain direction and it just aligns your body accordingly. Gorgeous drive indeed. Powerful, but Lepcha was too good to cover ground, keep that one to a dot ball. And in terms of visualization, at least for a batter, it's widely spoken about, and we have seen instances of that when just before the game, batters try and go to the center, almost go through their game plan of scoring runs, what shots, how, where is the wind, all that. Love to know from Harshit once he gets here, in terms of a bowler, how does he do that before a game? Direct throw once again, and this is tight enough to send it upstairs.
We were just about to mention about the running between the wicket. They've already lost a wicket in the form of run out, and I don't think so that was needed. Fielder was inside the ring. It was a very close call, and the fielding has been top notch. If we keep aside those two catches, running between the wicket on the other side has been
He was
concern.
not grounding his bat either. Decided very late to put his bat down. Oh dear, that's touch and go. That's touch and go. Looked like the bat was in the air. And it's the frame after that. Now the bat comes down. Oh, this is a tough call. Ritik, but real time as well. It felt like the ball hit the stumps a fraction of a second earlier. Dear oh dear, toughest decision we have got upstairs so far. And a brave call indeed. Perhaps the right one too. Exceptional bit of ground fielding once again. They've kept the pressure up. Now Alpine 5 down for nothing.
Yes, half team back in the hut, and I think that is the only difference between a direct hit and once you have thrown the ball back to the fielder. That split second difference is enough to get a wicket. Just have a look once more. One bounce, and yes, just in the air. Harry kept his bat grounded before entering into the crease. Things could have been different.
Yeah, lazy, lethargic piece of running. Almost wasn't expecting a direct throw. And he's a tall lad as well, so he's got to really bend down to get the bat. Amit departs.
Number six. Select.
So one more wicket coming in the form of run out. 5 wickets down for Alpine Sporting Club, and it's Tarun Sharma, the leggy, who has walked out to bat.
I'm not sure about giving. Oh, they're 5 down already, so it doesn't really matter from here on in. I'd have just wanted them to go with somebody a little more aggressive, perhaps just to change the tempo. That could have been a hitter down the order. I mean, I'm trying to understand, how do you get out of this hole?
I think that's what they were trying to do with Amit when they promoted him, or that could be his natural position as well of batting at number 6, number 4 in that middle order. But unfortunately he got run out. Again, perfect delivery to bowl to a new batter. Just outside off, pitching in on that fuller good length region. Completely deceives him. 37 for 5 after 7.
A top-notch bowling card out there. Wicket apiece for everybody except Akshay, who looked like picking up a wicket in his second over too.
Yes, correct. ज़्यादा हो गया.
Harshit, who's just walked in to the com box here, just made a polite inquiry about Lee Yong
Yes, correct.
and his style of bowling. We'll ask him more about his style of bowling as well, and discuss what we were trying to.
Right arm over.
Well, welcome back, Harshit. Lepcha wants a really squarish fine leg to begin with. Your thoughts on the situation right now? They're 5 down for 37.
A complete dominance by the bowling side. Initially with the bat scoring 169 on the board, and now they are 37 for 5. And the batting team definitely not in a good position to go out and win this game until and unless we see something extraordinary. Captain started the proceedings with a made it, setting the right tone. Slightly over pitch, but mid on inside the circle. Direct hit would have been curtains. One more direct hit. This could have been the third run out of the innings, but missed by a fair margin.
Had the opportunity to give it back to Leong and confirm the kill. Went in with the direct throw. Can't blame them. They've been hitting the stumps too. So high on confidence. Yeah, that's not spinning back in. If you notice, Harshit, even the first ball just swung away from the right-hander. And maybe this one, he'll try to spin it back into Siddharth.
Yes, he's just trying to bowl it a quicker and quicker time and again. Perhaps not trying to spin the ball, just bowling to the surface.
And it's that we were trying to discuss when Hrithik was here for the first stint, that once you try bowling the arm ball over and over again, a bowl on similar kind of pitches where bowling the arm ball is more suitable, do you then start losing out on your stock ball?
I mean, it depends on person to person. I guess it's a purely subjective thing, but since you're a professional playing at a very higher level, oh, that one's fun. Looks like he has definitely heard us, giving us a hint that, alright, I can spin the ball.
Yeah, he wanted to spin the ball as well this time around. That's what we saw. Beyond the third ball of this over, the first two were genuinely... Oh, now he's decided I'm going to keep spinning it, so I don't need that slip fielder now. Started the over with a slip because he's shaping the ball away from the right-hander. He's looking to just spin it back in, reverse paddle, and will race away for 4.
Yes, NCO with a boundary. That's a good shot finally. After some time, a boundary arrives coming from the bat of Siddharth. Slightly slower delivery, and the reverse sweep has been executed well. NCO on a good note, but still a good one from the bowler. 8 done, it's 43 for 5.
शाबाश बॉयज रखेगा हरदीप है
That's how the comparison looks here for the batting side. It's 43 for 5. C.A.T scored 51. Meanwhile, just losing 3 wickets at partnership was really crucial, taking them to 169. Shubham Sharma being the aggressor. Coming back to what we were talking about earlier in the last over. If you bowl a lot of quicker deliveries, will that affect your stock bowl? I guess once you're playing at a very higher level and once you're playing matches at this stage, bowlers tend to have a look at the conditions and try to execute strictly according to that. So since you're an experienced campaigner, you should be able to adjust.
Yes, and that's the whole point of having a variation, so that you have a stock ball and then you can vary things around. But even in top flight cricket, Harshit, as we watch Ankur Malik, they've got all options covered. Have C.A.T, 2 left arm spinners, a quality right arm spinner, all of them who can bowl with the new ball and slightly with the older ball. They've got Ankur, who's extremely accurate. For the first 3 balls that we've seen him.
Definitely. Babashish, there was one college coach of mine who used to tell, once you have got 2 left arm spinners in your side, you're a quality side. And additionally, you also got a leg spinner who turns the ball away from the right hander, making it even far difficult. This time it's a googly well executed. Tarun plays it on the air but safe. Just a single.
Yeah, just could have a little more deception while bowling the googly there. Gave it away very early. So far, so very good though.
good bowling
Just the pace with which he bowled the first 2 deliveries, I think that's the right pace for the surface, Harshit. Which is slightly on the quicker side. We spoke about this yesterday too.
Exactly, that's the ideal one. This time, that's really well decepted. Slower through the air and into the surface. That is excellent. Earlier with the bat and now with the ball, it's already making a massive impact.
Yes, and this has perhaps spun the most that we have seen in all 2 days of action. Pitch is somewhere around 5th stump and taken round about 8th stump after that outside edge. Ankur politely appealing for that. Tarun goes for just 2. Another single figure score.
वहाँ से वहीं भागना तुझे फिटनेस आ जाओ फिटनेस करने जाएगा फिटनेस अबे पीछे नहीं ऊपर ही तो रहना था चलो चलो बढ़िया बढ़िया यार बढ़िया
Wickets falling at the regular intervals, making life difficult for the batting team out there. Alpine SC finding it hard to get runs and meanwhile also losing a lot wickets.
Lepcha into his 3rd over. Now has a deep fine leg and a deep mid wicket. Harshit going in with a ring field on the offside with the mid off up and a long on back. Would you bring the fine leg up and just ask Siddharth to sweep against somebody like Lepcha who doesn't turn everything?
Yes, that will be a far better option, but the kind of grip that he got holding this delivery in fact, I guess he was trying to spin the ball a lot.
Yeah,
more.
he's got the fine leg up now. 1 ball it took him to realize that well, we've got a new batter there. Ingsho Limbu. So let's get a slip in and get the fine leg up. Terrific captaincy. Won't carry to the long on fielder. Ingsho is in a hurry.
Yes, that's really proactive captaincy from the man himself, having a slip in place and also fine leg inside the circle as you mentioned. Excellent bowling altogether. Again, spans it a mile. This is really good bowling from Lepcha.
If you think about it, Harshit, had the fine leg been up for Siddharth too, all three would have been dots.
It's just taking that extra cushion. Already dominating the game, don't want to take some extra risk.
Yeah, this is test match, field and bowling. Attacking the lower order batter. Confusion there. Where is the throw to? Wrong end. He had to turn around and then eventually threw it to the bowler. Should have always been to the keeper.
Yes, there was a bit of a hesitation there from the fielder. Lost his momentum once he was twisting. Still a very good over from Lepcha, just 4 of it. Dances down the track, hasn't timed it. Just plays it towards long on only a single. So from here, winning the game looks almost impossible. Because the run rate up
Yes. For this last ball, Harshit, I think he's going to shape it away. Ingsho has been playing everything on the onside. Taken! Another close-in catcher on the onside. This is outstanding captaincy and bowling from Lepcha here. That has surely, at the halfway mark, dropped Alpine further in this contest. The 7 down.
Absolute dominance here. Have a look at that delivery. Wide of the surface. Tosses it up. Asks the batter to go for an expensive shot and a great catch from catching mid-wicket reach it. That is Roshan there, the fielder. He is also making an impact. 7th wicket goes down. Ingsho Limbu has to depart.
भाई जितना जल्दी हो उतना खत्म करो, रन रेट भी मैटर करता है। दबा दो, बिल्ली मार लो।
That's a full toss to start the over from Ankur Malik. Exceptional first over, just 2 runs and a wicket. Really loved the way how he actually changed the pace.
Yes, Harshit, you rather want your leg spinner to be bowling a full toss every now and then, rather him dragging it down frequently. Because that means at least he's trying to go fuller and spinning the ball by giving it a rip.
And also he's bowling under far more control. That's how it suggests. Siddharth back on strike, 10 of 14. Just trying to stretch through the entire overs. Winning this seems really difficult.
Yes, once again, you can see that aggressive captaincy from Lepcha. Leg spinner bowling to the left-hander with a square leg right next to the umpire and a mid-wicket inside the circle with the ball spinning in. That if you don't control that shot, that's a googly. Don't think he picked it either. Another direct throw from that third fielder inside the circle. Electrifying. Oh, C.A.T moving like a cat on the field.
Yes, the standards has been set really high by these fielders of C.A.T. 50 for 7. That numbers are reflective of how good their performance has been right throughout, covering all the 3 departments in the batting, bowling as well as the fielding. They have been purely dominant, and that's the reason why they are right on top of their game. Again, a beautiful delivery, just playing it far away from the body, doesn't really understand what if that was the best shot to play against somebody like an Ankur. Tosses it up even more further, and a good effort from the fielder there. I believe that's Roshan standing at second slip, doing a good job. Another tight over, just 2 runs of it. Beats the outside edge once again. That has spun a mile. And the beautiful over comes in, and only 2 runs coming off it. 11 done. And Alpine SC under a lot of trouble, are 52 for 7.
आजा ये ट्राई चली मारा मैं लग जाएगी तेरे लिए कह रहा हूं वहां लग जाएगी यहां लगी दो सुनो आगे तब right arm round पीछे वाले दे उधर बस ओवर
Beautiful delivery, and up goes the finger. Leon Lepcha gets his 3rd wicket. What a way to start the over. The new batter leaders couldn't make an impact without troubling the scorers. He will be on his way back to the dugout.
60 under 60 get out get out
Yes, Harshit, just at no point of time in this run chase, they have allowed the batting side to breathe. Oh, taking a long way across that front foot.
righty
And just the impact could have been umpire's call, but that's about it. Definitely going on to hit the stumps as C.A.T returns for yet another duck.
Total batting collapse here for Alpine SC. They will have a lot to actually try and reflect for the next game. A defeat of perhaps over 100 runs. Can't tell, a bit early to have a call on that, but still they are looking really chaotic at the moment. Another beautiful delivery. Nice execution from Leon Lepcha. This has been a terrific spell. Captain leading from the front. Started with a maiden, then picked up a wicket each in every one of his over. 3 for 11 now. Can he get another one? Bowls it flat and quicker once again. A yes or no kind of situation. Decides not to go for that single. From here it's only about showing some resilience. Winning this game absolutely seems impossible for Alpine SC. Yes, change of pace. Change of pace delivery. Looks like that was a wonderful change from Lepcha.
Hussain Mohammed somehow got his bat down. That one drifted in, Harshit. He's got the one finger in swinger too.
Yes, I guess that was the delivery he attempted in the previous ball as well. He's just trying to actually attack the stumps, bowling to the tailenders.
That's a very, very rare ball for a right arm spinner, to be honest. Because usually the change-up is the one that swings away, and that's what he's been bowling for the first 2 overs or so. This one looked like that's curving in the air. 54 for 8, 12 done.
Ankur Malik, tall leg spinner, bowls another beauty. That is pitching outside leg. and will go on to miss the off stump, perhaps. But a good start. Starts with the dot.
guys, बढ़िया बढ़िया.
Yeah, just about time. Just about time that even Siddharth lost his patience and decided to come out of the crease so early that it gave away a tail to Ankur so that he could pull the length back. Harshit. The handshakes around, that's it. Alpine won't have their last batter coming out to score runs. Harshit, they had the option of an impact player. If there was an injury and a bowler didn't want to bat. First game of the tournament, you've got about, I don't know, 6 overs to bat. Right then, we shall go with it. C.A.T. dominating display, Harshit, as a spinner. You must really love this. Come here in Rangpo and watch a spin team win this game single-handedly.
Has been a bowling masterclass from left and his men. 54 all out the opposite side. They haven't been able to give any sort of a competition here for C.A.T. That's the kind of dominance here we have witnessed from this side. Purely outsmarted the opposition in such a way where the opposition was not even able to create any sort of an impact with the bat. Prolific performance, a purely one-sided game, and we have a winner. Slightly interesting why they didn't use an impact sub, because they were 54 for 9 and getting all out will definitely impact their run rate in a negative manner. So that's the batting scorecard for you. Not a lot to talk about there. 3 batters crossing past the 2-digit mark. Siddharth Prasad took a lot of time. Anvesh Sharma, pick of the batters. Ashish Thapa got off to a good start, but unfortunately got run out. That's the bowling card. Everyone doing their part exceptionally well. Ankur Malik has been the pick of the bowlers. 2.2 overs, 3 runs, so just 3 wickets, so just 3 runs. And all the other bowlers have also made a significant impact. Vijay Prasad getting a wicket. Shubham Sharma also picking up 1. And the captain who started the proceedings with a maiden with figures of 4 overs, 13 for 3 has made the all-important impact. So that's the summary of the game. Batting first, C.A.T. scored 169 on the board. Thanks to that innings from Shubham Sharma scoring 73 of 55 with great support from Ankur, 41 of 20. And Roshan Kumar also playing a fair bit of second fiddle, 34 of 33. In response, Alpine SC got all out for just 54. Has been a pure dominant performance from the C.A.T. boys.